Well, it is 7 o'clock. I'll call the meeting to order and ask, or 6 o'clock, ask that you stand and join me in the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, sure, we call a roll, please.
Dean Cruz.
Here.
Malinowski.
Here.
Paul. Here. Walker.
Here.
Steggy.
Here.
Brian Cruz.
Here.
Kaczynski.
Here.
Okay, under the meeting agenda tonight, we have under Department and Committee reports, item A is Operation Services, formerly Wake Trim, their monthly report, which is in your packet. B is the Zoning Administrator's monthly report. C, the minutes of the Planning Commission meetings. D is the Zoning Board of Appeals. E, the Board of Review from their meeting and with the actions taken there. F is the DDA Director's report you have in your packet. H, the Fire Department, was on your table in front of you for tonight. I, the Personnel Committee, those minutes were also placed in front of you for tonight. They went in your packet. J is the Elections Commission, no report, no meetings there. K, the PEG Commission report. L, Building and Grounds Committee, and under Building and Grounds we have three items to consider for tonight. Item A is consideration of approval for LED lighting at the fire department. B is consideration of approval for painting the exterior of the fire department building. And C is consideration of approval for replacement of the Township Hall front door. Under new business tonight, we have item A, consideration of approval of a request for annual support from the Manistee Recreation Association within the requested range of $8,566.95 and $9,423.65. Item B is consideration of approval of a request for annual support from Manistee Public Access Television for financial support in the amount of $5,000 for fiscal year 2019-2020. And the next B, which should be a C on your packet, is opening of sealed brush collection bids. And then item D, consideration to hire a permanent part-time maintenance person. E is consideration of approval to accept the Grand Traverse Conservation District permission agreement to remove invasive plants at Lagoon Creek. That's actually from ISN. F is consideration of approval of proposed bids regarding the master plan update. G is consideration of approval of the Manistee County Fire Department mutual aid agreement to render service. H, consideration of approval in the amount of $23,855 from Operations Services to install residential smart meters. And I is consideration of approval in the amount of $127,490 for 358 residential Metron Farnier water meters. If there are no additions or deletions to that, I would entertain a motion for approval.
Second.
Motion by Dean Drew, support by Malinowski to approve the meeting agenda for tonight. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, under the consent agenda for tonight, we have item A is minutes of the special board meeting held March 21st, 2019. B is the financial report. C is approval of the Township General Fund expenditures, including the fire department. Those are checks numbered 36458 through 36526. Accounts payable totaling $23,935.08. Payroll totaling $11,797.82 for a grand total of $35,732.90. Item D is approval of Water Department expenditure checks 2583 through 2588, totaling $60,428.23. Item E is approval of sewer operating expenditure checks 1033 through 1034, totaling $11,462.34. Item F is approval for township board members to attend the MTA Manistee County Chapter Annual Dinner Meeting on March 22nd, 2019.
May
I'm
22nd.
sorry, what did I say?
March.
Yeah, well, let's move it to May then. We missed it in March. May 22nd, 2019 in Bear Lake at a cost of $15 per person. Under presentations, we have Mr. Nick Doyle here tonight from the Manistee Recreation Association regarding annual support for them, and under communications and announcements, we have the minutes of the Smart Trail Committee meeting from last month. If there are no additions or deletions to that, I would entertain a motion for approval.
Also, I'll second.
Motion by Hachinsky, support by Brian Cruz to approve the consent agenda for tonight. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Nick, you're up.
Do you want me to stand over at the?
If you're comfortable with that, if you want to move it up, you can move it up.
I'll stand over here.
Yeah, just pick it up, move it up toward just a little bit more.
So I'm not so far away.
Yeah, we're all a little bit hard to hear up here.
All right, well, my name is Nick Doyle, and I am the new MRA director. And I come to the township tonight to present a few things. First, briefly, I want to go over the 2018 year in review, and then I will walk you through the funding formula for our annual appropriations request. So in 2018 was a very successful year for the MRA. Our overall participation numbers increased. We increased from 817 individuals in 2017 to 912 in 2018. Our total program registrations also increased from 1,491 to 1,532. We expect these numbers once again to rise this year or stay pretty even based on us so far already off to a great start for the year. In 2018, we added a few new programs, one being adult flag football, and it was also the first year that MRA coordinated Little League baseball and softball program, which is another reason why our numbers increased. The adult flag football season had 4 teams and roughly 40 participants, and the Little League baseball softball program had a total of 12 teams between the minors and majors. New this year already, we've added a 1st and 2nd grade basketball program. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that or seen that, but that was quite interesting to watch those kids play basketball at that age. And we also added a competitive cheer program. The future of the MRA looks bright, and we continue to add any new programs that we feel are needed. All right, so for the funding formula, first on top of the page there, you'll see what we call our program fee. How we get this, we take our previous year's total expenses, which for 2018 was $124,990, and we divide that by our total registrations, which once again was 1,532. And you get a program fee of $81.59. Filer Township specifically had 131 individual residents participating in our activities, which equaled a total of 210 activity registrations. Residents in this township did request any scholarships. However, if they were to come in and ask for a scholarship, they are more than welcome to have those privileges. We are asking that supporting governmental entities to annually contribute between 50 and 55% of the total cost per activity per participant, which is broken down as follows here. So our total registration for Filer Township was 210 participants, multiplied by our 2018 program fee of $81.59, and you get the total there of $17,133.90. 50 to 55% of this gives you that range of $8,566.95, to $9,423.65. In 2018, your contribution was $8,000, which I'm pretty sure was over what we even asked for, so that's greatly appreciated. The reason why this number's gone up is, for one, that our total expenses went up from 17 to 18, 2017 to 2018, as well as there's been, with the addition of our newer programs, there are more participants from Filer, which is a good thing. So by choosing to support the MRA at the above stated funding range, your residents will receive the lower rate for their activities. For the most part, our activities for participating townships are $30 versus $72. So that is quite a difference there, and the families do appreciate that. Any amount less than the given range would be accepted as a contribution to the operations of the MRA. However, any amount less than the above stated range may not allow your residents the discounted rate. Filer Township has been a constant contributor to the MRA for many years, and we are very thankful for your support. And being a new director, I do hope to continue our relationship. So at this time, if anyone has any questions, hopefully I can answer them for you. Otherwise, tonight, I was planning on leaving a contract of services for you guys. I also have my business card there. You can reach out and ask me any questions or clarification if you need it. I also gave you a list of all the individual participants. If you have any issues with that, feel free to let me know. Sometimes you'd be amazed at how people don't know what township they even live in. So, but we do normally double check those.
So the residents have to pay plus above and beyond what we contribute? They still have to pay to get in?
Yeah, so if we receive the funds, they become a participating township, a member of the participating township, and they then pay at that discounted rate.
And they know that it's discounted?
Yes, they do. I believe there's only 3 that don't participate with us out of the, it's like 12 or 13 townships. So for the most part, people do expect to get the discounted rates. However, that does change from year to year depending on, what appropriations we receive.
And their fee amount, Nick, if I recall what you were giving examples, is basically a 50% off if the township participates.
Yeah, correct.
For the
That's,
individual participants.
yeah.
They get 50% reduction in their costs.
Where do you get the rest of your money?
Through sponsorships, donations, grants, and then just the income from the activities themselves.
How many others are involved with this?
I want to say it's about 12. There's only a few that aren't participating. I don't know them all off the top of my head, but I could always get that to you if you did need it.
The main ones, though, obviously, I would suspect would be the city,
Yes,
Manistee Township, and Filer Township, probably.
yes, correct. Bear Lake, Onekama, Pleasanton.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as your participation numbers,
Oh, yeah, Filer is one of the largest amounts that we even ask for, besides the city, of course. Filer has a lot of, they're one of the townships that have the most participants from, so therefore we request more.
I think Manistee Township surpassed us last year. I saw something.
yeah, I could go see
Yeah.
some on that they were doing.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll leave that for you guys tonight, and I do appreciate getting the chance to let me speak tonight.
Very good, thanks, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
Okay, under communications and announcements, you have in your packet the meeting minutes of the Smart Trail Committee from last month, and get the date of the next meeting, but it's going to be at the Big Bear Sportsman's Club At that, any public comment? Nothing else? Okay. All right, then moving on into department and committee reports, we have your monthly plant report from Operation Services. Things, water pump remains to be pretty consistent with the last couple of years. Item B, you've got Larry's Township report in your packet, not a great deal of activity right now. C, the Planning Commission minutes from their special meeting of March 12th and their regular meeting of March 19th. Those are in your packet. And the Board of Review organizational minutes are in your packet, March 5th, and then also the action taken at the Board of Review on March 13th and 14th is in your packet. Item F, the DDA minutes from March, as well as the director's report are in your packet. And H is the monthly fire department report. Jim, you got anything you want to add to that?
I don't have anything to add to it. Maybe Wesley's got some questions for me. The only thing I would like to add is that the brush fire season is starting, and I appreciate Tammy when when people call her, she gives them my number to get a burning permit, and I go by what the DNR is predicting for that particular day. They give me a report every day on whether or not the open burn is permitted or not. So basically, if they're allowing it, unless there's some unforeseen circumstances, then it's approved. But they still have to call, so I have an address and telephone number, contact information for people that are doing the burns.
And occasionally I'll get those calls, Jim, and I'm always kind of hesitant deciding whether to have to call your cell number or your
Just give them my cell phone number, that's fine. Yep, and appreciate that. And the only other thing is on the report, Crystal Falk has passed her MFR class that she took down in Mason County. She came out one of the top 5 in the class, so we're really happy with that. And she has to take a state test now. Not sure where she has to go. I think she has to go to Cadillac to take that test. And so that's a quite extensive test that they have to do for that to get her state certification for license for MFR. So we're real happy with that. So, and this past Saturday, we had 6 of us went to the Little River Casino. They had continuing education credit day there. We were there from 8 till 5. And each one of us got 8 hours or 8 credit hours. And like myself, I'm an EMT, so I need 30 hours, 30 continuing ed credit hours over a 3-year period. So that's very, very helpful. And Jim Henderson did that. The casino was kind enough to open that up to the rest of us in the county. So there was probably 40 or 50 people there Saturday that took those courses. So, and I don't know if you saw, but we had the helicopter come in from North Lake, and they landed in the parking lot. So we got to tour the helicopter and set up the radios and all that kind of stuff too. So very good training, good experience.
I see you got 2 officer positions open. I assume Dale is
Dale retired and Ron has resigned as the training officer, so we're looking to fill those 2 positions right now. Dale is a captain and Ron is a lieutenant, so we're looking to fill those 2 positions. So, we have a couple candidates that we're checking on right now. We'll hopefully have those filled in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, good.
Hi, Jim.
Yes.
I'd just like to say that my wife and my cats are enjoying the blanket I won at your paddle contest, and it's been going over real well in the house. How did that go? How did you guys do on that?
The paddle auction went very, very well. We raised about $5,300 on that Saturday, March the 9th. We appreciate all the people that showed up. There was a little over 100 people there. We had a lot of fun. Not everybody won, right? But indeed. So, but there was we had a lot of fun and a lot of good comments on it.
I've never been to one before,
So-
I didn't even know what it was until I got there.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was
It was a lot of fun.
a good social event.
Yeah, it was, and it was a lot of fun to do, and I mean, there was a lot of work involved. Crystal Falk is the chairman of the fundraising committee, and she put in a lot of hours on that, getting things ready and organizing that, and her along with some of the other folks on the auxiliary, they did a fantastic job putting that all together. So the VFW was very generous. They donated the building use to us, as long as we put it back the way we found it. And the auxiliary at the VFW, they also made about $325 on the food sales, so they were very pleased with that. And like I said, it was a very positive day for all the way around, so it was a good day.
Good. Okay, next item is the minutes of the Personnel Committee meeting, which was held yesterday. And they've made a recommendation there, which we'll be taking action on later. Item J, no report. Elections Commission. K is your PEG report, which is in your packet. Barry, is there anything that you want to add to that?
Actually, I do have a couple things to add.
Okay.
The first is a request. I noticed in the paper that I think you had a special meeting last month.
Yes.
If you could let me know, I'll try to be here and take those.
Oh, okay.
So
Sure.
if I don't know about them,
Right.
I can't be here. So that's a request. Two is trying out something new tonight. So we are broadcasting live onto Charter. So this is all going out live, both to Charter and live streaming to YouTube. So that's something that I've been working on for a while, and actually the pieces have come together on that. And I thought I had a third thing, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, actually I do. We did finally this month actually have a quorum and a meeting. And the PEG Commission has approved the change in bylaws to reduce the commission to 5, to hopefully make it easier for us to continue going forward. However, after that, we discovered that in the city, on the city's side, the commission is actually established under an ordinance. So there needs to be an ordinance change, so that has to go through the ordinance committee and then be read in 2 public meetings. So it's going to be a little while for this change to take effect, but once that happens, we'll be in a much better place to continue moving forward.
Okay, thank you.
Barry, if you want to notify the public, on May 8th, the Gibbs report's going to be given at 6:30 at the Days Inn. It's going to be informative that our DDA is paying for.
And that,
It's a market analysis
Okay.
study that we had done by Gibbs Planning.
okay, May 8th.
May 8th at 6:30 at Days Inn. Yeah, and it would be good to note also, it's been in the paper, I know, and I think it's on our website, but on April 20th, Sherry Burmeister has organized and is kind of spearheading a Moon Creek Beach Cleanup Day. And that will be in the morning. I don't recall the exact start time. Do you have that there, Tom? It's going to be in the morning, meeting at Moon Creek. There will be a lunch, 10 a.m. Okay. There will be a lunch served at the pavilion at Moon Creek that day, sponsored by PCA.
Can you zero in on that?
I can.
The only thing that she's requesting is that if people do plan to attend and help out, to to email her so that she
You're
can
good.
plan for enough food for the event. So certainly anyone that would like to donate a couple hours in the morning on April 20th, it would be much appreciated. And like I said, just shoot an email to Sherry Wormeister to let her know if you're planning to attend, so that she can make sure that can accommodate lunch for everybody.
If the board would have no objection, I know we're searching for board members for the PEG, and I would be willing to be the township's representative if the board would be interested.
I think the board would be very appreciative of you doing that, Tom.
I'll
because-
second.
Yeah, Dean and Dale will both vote for you, I'm sure. So they've represented the township on the PEG commission in the past. And so,
Let me check into it, so so when we do this, we know what your term would be. I don't know if it would be like a beginning thing for 3 years, or if you would be taking up a unexpired one. We'll have to go back and see where we left off. I'll make myself a note. We'll put it on for next month.
okay, moving on to the meeting minutes from the March 25th Building and Grounds Committee meeting in your packet. And, from that meeting, they have recommended 3 different items for approval by the board. The first one, A, is consideration of approval for LED lighting at the fire department. And in your package, you can see that there were 2 bids that were received by the Building and Grounds Committee. They did seek out, I know of at least 2 other bids that they tried to get, but contractors just said they don't even have time to submit a bid, let alone commit to the work. So they were able to get those 2 bids, and it was the Building and Grounds recommendation to the board to approve the bid from McDougal Electric LLC in the amount of $4,152.03.
I'll make the motion. Support.
Okay, we have a motion by Dean Cruz, support by Paczynski to approve the bid for LED lighting at the fire department from McDougal Electric LLC at a cost of $4,152.03. Any discussion? Okay, sure, you want to do a roll call on that, please?
Brian Cruz,
Yes.
Paczynski,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Stady,
Yes.
Kalinowski,
Yes.
Dean Cruz,
Yes.
Ball, yes.
Okay, item B is consideration of approval for painting the exterior of the fire department building. And they were only able to procure 1 bid for that. Again, they reached out to, I think of 2 right off the top of my head that declined to submit a bid, and I think there was a 3rd one, or a 4th one rather. So the only bid they have is the bid from Schrader Brothers. But the Building and Grounds Committee did recommend that the board approve that bid in the amount of $6,250.
No, that's just labor, right? Not materials. Right.
Yes, that is.
What are materials gonna cost?
I don't recall if we had that in the, I don't think we did.
It's just labor.
There's no rusted spot on any of the metal, is there?
Pardon me?
On your metal building part, there's
No, the metal building is not going to be touched, just the
cement block?
just the cement blocks and the stucco part, when they remount that whole part of the station, so.
But there is some fairly substantial substantial repair that has to be done on some of that.
There's some pointing that needs to be done on the cement blocks on the old portion of the building. The rest of the new part, the complete addition, just needs to be power washed. The blocks need to be power washed before they paint them. So, but there's substantial, on the west side of the building, there's some cracks in the blocks, in the mortar joints that need to be repaired, and some scraping and some paint that's flaking off that needs to be taken off. And so, what did you say the bid was?
$6,250.
$6,250.
6,000?
Yeah.
It's got materials included in that too.
Not including materials.
Is that something that we would provide, or?
The
Well,
quote includes labor as material of the OQ.
You know, what to put?
Yeah, that's the wrong way.
They'd be the guys that know how to tuck point that and get it
Oh, sure.
to be adhered, you know,
That's the wrong material
that
there.
makes
Yeah.
it real critical.
I don't know, you don't have any information from them on what their anticipated material cost would be?
No, I don't. I would have to assume that it's gonna take probably, I would think somewhere between about 10 gallons, I would think.
Could well be more than that on concrete. I know when they did,
Put one coat on there too. If it was raw brick, I would say it's suck it up.
yeah, I don't know. I know when
I
they
could
did.
talk to them and ask them what they
Yeah,
anticipate.
and this is not something that's pressing, as far as completion or start date on it. Really, is it, Jim? I mean, weather's gonna be a factor for another month to
Yeah.
two,
Right.
so we could follow up, get some information, some estimates from them on material costs, take action at our next board meeting.
They're gonna do a primer top coat and then a minimum of 2 finish coats.
Yeah,
That's budget.
yeah, it's gonna be, I know when they did the concrete block basement painting and the floor painting at 2111 Nelson, I know they put 2 coats on there. They used a fair amount of paint. Well, let's hold off on that one then until we get more information on what the material costs are going to be. So that takes us to item C from Building and Grounds, consideration of approval for replacement of the Township Hall front door, that's the meeting room door. Sitting where I'm sitting, I can see light at the top left, that's the latch side of the door. And it's been that way for some time, it's sagging, and we have looked into trying to tighten that up. It's been done in the past, but there's not a whole lot there to on the side that's where the hinges attach. So you have a bid in your packet that Bob got from something or other handyman. He did have a bid, I don't know if it was a bid or an estimate from Matt Pomeroy several months ago, which was within less than $100 of this bid. And when he went back to Matt to try to get a bid from him, Matt said, if you can get a bid from somebody else or get somebody else to do it, he said, I'm so busy, I don't even really want to take it on.
Is this going to require us having TKS do things again?
It's, we were looking at that after the last meeting, and, I said the way that's, the security set up there, it's definitely gonna, it's gonna be an issue.
So there's a cost for them to come in?
So there will probably be a cost for them to come in and,
Can't imagine a lot, they've got
yeah,
a lot of-
but they're gonna have to do, they're gonna have to remove some of that, before the job is done, because it's, when you read that, it includes more than just the door. The big thing is if we can beef up the support structure around the door, either side of the door.
And the side lights, side lights will stay there? The side lights, they'll stay?
It's got new ones on this quote.
Okay.
214
That's all gonna be one
sidewalks.
unit then, Terry. The side lights and the door, they'll replace.
Oh, the windows you're talking to, yeah. They'll be replaced as well.
I'm assuming they check this guy out, he does fairly good work.
I know he talked about,
a lot of liability.
being, recommended by someone, and I don't recall. I never heard of that before, when they try to get a bid from Matt Palmer, because we are familiar with his work from everything he's done for us. He got this bid, and it came in, pretty close to the other bid. Of course, the door is
1240.
1240 of that, and that's coming from Lynx. Be pretty much, well, it's different than the door we replaced over at the rec center, but,
Is that painted and everything already, or does it come out? Primer, so
Yeah,
it's gonna have to be painted, or is that part of this? It's all-
well,
Let's see where it says.
read the fine print.
I read it, let's see. Or not included, or code or not included. Moving ring as well. See nothing about painting or.
No, it doesn't look like it's finished.
Well, I'll make a motion that we, go with the 2590 to, I'mYourHandyman.com to install that door.
Awesome.
Okay, we have a motion by Brian Cruz, supported by Dean Cruz, to approve the bid for I'mYourHandyman.com LLC to install a new door in the meeting room of the Township Hall at a cost of $2,590.
Do you have a picture of it?
Of the door?
Oh, yeah. Did you look at that?
No. It's, I can probably get one. It's, I know Bob checked it out with links as far as what the door was going to be like in regard to doors, so it's going to be similar. The only thing, I didn't know if those side panel windows were going to be, they may be a little bit narrower, allowing for a little beefier support structures. Connect that door.
Gotta make sure it's handicap accessible.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be the same width and, have the same,
Emergency
latch
fire.
mechanism, yeah.
Yeah, just make sure, so we don't put something in that's changing.
It'd be good to go over all those details
Yeah.
before it's ordered.
Anything else, any other discussion? Okay, you want to do a roll call, Sheriff?
Okay, Brian Cruz,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Ball, yes, Kolowski,
Yes.
Chemsky,
Uh,
Stady, Cruz,
Yes.
Okay, under new business, we have item A, consideration of approval of a request for annual support from the Manistee Recreation Association within the requested range of $8,566.95 and $9,423.60
I'll make a motion that we make a donation or a contribution rather of $9,000.
I'll support.
Okay, we have a motion by Steggy, support by Brian Cruz, to support the MRA in the amount of $9,000 for this next year. Any discussion? Okay, Shirley?
Dean Cruz, Machinsky,
Yes.
Kalinowski,
Yes.
Paul, yes, Davey,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Brian Cruz,
Yes.
Okay, item B is consideration of approval of a request for annual support from Municipal Public Access Television for financial support in the amount of $5,000 for fiscal year 2019-2020. And I think that's the same amount that we've contributed the last couple of years, is it not?
It is.
I believe it is.
Yeah, I'll make the motion and contribute. I'll second.
We have a motion by Dean Cruz, support by Kalinowski, to support public access television in the amount of $5,000 for the fiscal year 2019-2020. Discussion?
Okay, we're live now.
Yeah. And you'll still be able to access it on the recordings and so forth? Okay. Any other discussion? Okay, Shirley?
I was thinking of the time you were going like this on the TV and got stuck.
Paul, yes, Dean Cruz,
Yes.
Machinsky,
Yes.
Kalinowski,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Davey,
Yes.
Brian Cruz,
Yes.
Okay, item C is opening of sealed brush collection bids. And we have one bid come in on March 19th. That's the only bid that we have. And that bid is from Carl's Excavating. In the amount of $0. He's donating this year. No, he didn't put a total on here, Dell. Scott did call me this afternoon and told me that he had a major breakdown on a machine at one of the job sites today. He was going to try and make it here tonight to answer questions, but he had to get that machine repaired, and so Mom got stuck with the job. It does, Scott did tell me that basically he didn't change his bid from last year. He's got it broken down by equipment, gas-powered blowers for cleanup at a cost of $3.50 per hour. Pickup truck with signage to place between the chipper and traffic at $22 per hour. 14 cubic yard covered dump truck at $45 per hour. 20-inch chipper with self-loading grapple at $48 per hour. And 2 operators, laborers at $24 each, so $48 total per hour. We will keep clean all load-up areas and roadways when done chipping. We will notify Township of all abnormal size piles of brush or debris. We will keep track of all items per hour and invoice accordingly. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call us. In my recollection, those hourly rates sound really familiar from last year, but a lot of people have a better memory than I do. But they do sound very familiar, and like I said, Scott did call me late this afternoon and did say that he had increased his itemized costs at all, so.
we paid $11,200.
Yes, $11,200. I knew it was a little over $11,000 last year we paid, so. And that's been fairly consistent for the last several
Depends on what's
years.
out there.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to accept the bid given by.
I'll support it as is.
Motion by Brian Cruz, support by Hachinsky to accept the bid from Carl's Excavating with the itemized hourly rates specified. Township to be invoiced at completion of the job. Any other discussion?
When are we anticipating doing this?
Generally, we shoot for that first week in May. Again, it's something I'll have to coordinate with Scott, talk with him, but usually.
You see, people are putting their stuff
Yeah.
all over.
Are they? Okay. I think last year we moved it back a few days.
Yeah.
I don't remember why, but it did get.
Well, he had something to do, I think.
Yeah.
Something.
You put a notice in the paper too.
Yes, yeah, we'll notice it in the paper. And we have to really make sure that we highlight those, the amount that can be put out, the size of the files.
It'll go on the website.
Yeah, we did have, we've had some cases where people have exceeded that, and, basically I told them, Chip, what we specified, and then, if they want the rest of it done, they have to contract with him or someone else on an individual basis to finish it up, so.
Because that's what we did last year.
Yep. Okay, call the roll, Shirley?
Dean Cruz,
Yes.
Kalinowski,
Yes.
Machinsky,
Yes.
Brian Cruz,
Yes.
Davey,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
all yes.
Okay, item D is consideration to hire a permanent part-time maintenance person. You have in your packet a copy of the application for employment. We only had one applicant, a gentleman by the name of Paul Owen, and the planning commission, I'm sorry, not the planning commission, the personnel committee did interview Paul Owen yesterday, and I think basically they were pretty well satisfied and impressed with what they heard from him, and so they made a recommendation to, that's attached. That's not attached. Their recommendation was to hire him at a rate of $12.50 per hour with a 60-day review.
Physical conference.
Yeah, that's, yeah, dependent upon passing the drug screening test and the physical.
Do you know how many hours he's currently working in his other job?
It varies quite a bit, and he said he does not work for them in the summer. Generally, he starts in the fall and works through the spring, and then doesn't work in the summer. And he, I can't remember what he said. It was in the neighborhood of, I want to say, 25 to 30 hours a week that he was working there. Like I said, he said there were some weeks that ran low, and some that ran a little bit higher, but we talked to him about basically what we're looking at being 20 hours
motion that we hire him.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Kolonowski, supported by Brian Cruz, to go ahead and hire Paul Boland, part-time, at a rate of $12.50 an hour, with a 60-day review. And again, dependent upon him passing a physical and drug screen. Any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next item is D, item E, consideration of approval to accept the Grand Traverse Conservation District permission agreement to remove invasive plants at Boone Creek. I guess I would entertain a motion to go ahead and approve that, but since I asked to have this put on the agenda, spoke again with, I can never think of the gentleman's name from ISM up there. We did this because he had some grant money that they could do some more work out in Lagoon, and as you're aware, they helped us out last fall with some autumn removal, and that's what they were looking at again this spring. But then we got with the company that's would be doing this. They had already contracted several other jobs with other municipalities, thinking that they would be able to get to us as well. And he said they're thinking they may not be able to, because there is a window that they have to do this particular treatment of the invasive. So he said it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but he said there is still grant money, and they still want to help us out like they did last fall, and that perhaps come fall they can help us out. But I would just soon go ahead and approve this, and then we'll have it in place should we be able to get that help from them.
I'll second the motion.
Who made the motion?
I'll make the motion.
I already did.
Okay, yeah, I did in a sense, didn't I, Brian? Okay, and so we've got a motion by Walker, support by Brian Cruz, to approve the invasive plant management permission agreement with GTCB.
Already signed it too.
Well, I want to sign it, get it to them. I was sure the board
Can I
would
see
approve it,
that?
and I want to get on their list.
Good thinking.
There's no cost to this.
No cost. There was no cost last fall. Wish I could think of his name, it's a really different name. Anyway, all those in favor of the motion on the floor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item F is consideration of approval of proposed bids regarding the master plan update. In your packet, you have two bids that were submitted, one from Beckett and Rader, and one from Latitude 44 Consulting.
I shared these with the planning commission at our last meeting,
Both bids?
both bids, yeah. And their preference was Beckett and Rader because they have more resources and it was less money.
Yeah, not only more resources, but I think this is more, they do a lot more of this.
Of this, yeah. So I would make that motion, hire Beckett and Rader.
I will second that motion.
Okay, we've got a motion by Paul, support by Steggy, to approve the bid for the master administrator. Any other discussion? Okay, Shirley, can I have a roll call, please?
Paul, yes. Cruz?
Yes.
Walker?
Yes.
Kalinowski?
Yes.
Brian Cruz?
Yes.
Stacy?
Yes.
Jacinski?
Yes.
Okay, item G is consideration of approval of the Manistee County Fire Department's mutual aid agreement to render service. And as Jim mentioned before the meeting, this agreement is pretty much the same as the agreement that we have in place with a minor change. And I don't know if everybody was here to hear that. If you want to just reiterate that, Jim.
Yeah, the rendering of service is the same. The only thing that changed, I believe, was the first paragraph where they had to change the name of the EMS provider for Manistee County from Munson EMS to Northlight.
So how are we handling this? Are you circulating one piece of
There's-
paper, or are we
Yeah,
going to
I
just
think,
sign?
Terry, did you get it from Ron Cole from Norman Township?
It seems like I did see another copy with signatures on it. That's not the packet,
Okay.
copy I have in my packet.
There's a gentleman, Ron Cole from Norman Township, who is, he's a treasurer of the Firefighter Association. He's circulating it so that we end up with, because last time we went through this, the copy was signed and then it was filed in someone's file as a copy, but it was actually the original. So we had to hunt it down last year. So the original one that you have is the original. It needs to be signed and then turned back
And it's
over to
gotta
Ron.
go on to Ron.
Yeah, to Ron Cole from Norman Township. And if you're going to sign it tonight, I will let him know tomorrow that it's available for him to pick it up.
We have to have a motion.
Yeah.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
We have a motion by Dean Cruz, support by Brian Cruz, to approve the Manistee County Fire Department's mutual aid agreement to render service. Any other discussion? Okay, go ahead, Shirley.
Brian Cruz?
Yes.
Jacinski?
Yes.
Walker?
Yes.
Stacy?
Yes.
Kalinowski?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Paul? Yes.
Okay, item H is consideration of approval in the amount of $23,855 from Operations Services to install residential smart meters. And you, let's see, yes, you do have that in your packet. I know we talked about that at the, I believe it was at the March board meeting.
When did they change their name to Operations Services?
I know it's 3 months ago now, or about that time frame, and I got a call from Chris Johnson, who is president and CEO, to inform me that, I think he was the one who called, I don't think it was, maybe Brian called me, told me. Anyway, Chris Johnson bought out Wade Trim and basically changed the name to Operation Services. They've kept the same personnel, they're keeping the same structure, everything else.
You bought out the whole company or just this aspect?
I think just this aspect.
So does that mean Mike Hiller works for,
He works for Operation Services.
would he be the one doing the installation?
I know he's been doing some of the installations of the smart meters in the commercial district, but I think Pat Gallagher is also working on that.
I thought we were gonna, I was talking to Tom, I thought when we discussed last meeting, And we're gonna make sure the 31 corridor was all, can be working and compatible with the software and everything was gonna,
There's not a question of it being compatible with the software, it's good for that.
it's a question of whether it works. Does it work?
The system, yeah.
Does it work? Are they all
They're-
installed?
They're not installed yet, so
So we
we
don't
haven't
know.
seen it. Right.
That's
No,
not
but the
getting-
software, you know, for her to read it on the computer, it'll be fine when it gets set up correctly.
Should have had the computer up there.
Well, it can go on, the computer should stop.
Yeah, they've told us that it's compatible
Yeah.
with the program that she is using, but there's,
It's got to be set up correctly.
yeah, and you know, we can certainly hold off and see how the commercial districts' water meters function, you know, with that was we want to get that in right away, obviously, for two reasons. One, the water billing, but because of the sewer billing with the city. And the residential, the only rush on that was, like I mentioned before, the fact that their shelf supply of meters may, you know, they may deplete it. We may not be able to get them later, but I believe we gotta be able to get them.
They're not gonna be installed overnight.
No, and it's gonna take time, those, the residential, are gonna take a lot of time to install, I anticipate, because they're gonna have to get
Access.
access to 385, yeah. And I mean, you know, they're running into the same thing with the commercial meters. You know, I talked with Mike this morning about it, and he had 3 scheduled for, I think, tomorrow that he's gotta do, and, you know, so it's a case, again, working on their schedule. for convenience, so we can move forward with the purchase, and begin that, or we can hold off and see how the meters work with the commercial district.
My
Your
feeling is
prerogative.
if we purchase them, for
Well, then we're stuck.
we're foolish not to do the installation right away.
Yeah, well, and, I mean,
And we can hold off, I think we can probably approve that and then hold off.
and I would hope that the commercial meter installations will be done, this is April. I would hope that they would have all of those in by the end of May. And then we can certainly have time to see how they're functioning and if everything, the compatibility is good. You know, we can go ahead and, you know, if we're satisfied, we'll start the residential, even if we don't, maybe because they're gonna be inside installation, so we can even work on that in the winter with the residential meters, so. Is that the prerogative of the board to hold off on this?
I think so.
Okay.
We'll see how it works, and if it works, then
So we'll wait until the others are up and operating and functioning and get a report from Tammy on how everything's working out. We'll go from there. Put it back on the agenda probably mid to late summer or maybe fall. Okay.
Terry, are those the main meters like inside the house, or are they the remote meters that are outside that they're replacing?
My understanding is they're the inside.
Okay.
Yeah, they're able to communicate directly with Tammy's computer.
Okay, from inside my basement, so they're gonna have to come in everyone's house and,
yeah.
Right.
okay.
They can be installed both places, if it's like the city of Manistee has. You can put it on the outside of the building or inside of a window, so that they can dial up your number and get that city already.
But I was asking you, is it the main meter in
No,
the house, or is it because right now I have a main meter in the basement, and I have a remote
Right.
on the outside. So is this the main meter, or is this the remote meter that's
it's gonna,
replacing?
I'm sure the main meter is gonna have to be compatible with the signal sender.
I understand it's the main meter, it's gonna be a replacement piece. the way I understand.
Yeah, the one he showed us, it did have an aerial on it, so maybe it is right on the whole
Yeah.
meter.
Yeah,
It's not a meter after a meter, it's the main meter.
yeah, there's a aerial for sending via,
Magic.
yeah.
What is that, cellular? How's it
I think it's cellular, same as our.
That's a cellular signal. Do we have to, we've already bought the ones that we're installing, right?
Do we what?
Yeah.
We've already.
Yeah, those have already been purchased and you already paid for. Right, Shirley, I recall seeing a check to Veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a
So if
couple
we
of things to do, we probably should have did to the new business. Couple of things that happened when we were down in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, well, let's, what, you wanna, bring that before the board under other business?
Well, it's something we're all gonna have to discuss, most of us know except for you and Dale.
Okay.
We met with Republic, and they would like us to have everybody get a container at a cost of $1.25 or $1.50 is what he said. And everybody would have a container so that, and it's because the driver is getting old, and they have an arm on a truck that would grab that container and dump it. The driver wouldn't even have to get out of the truck. And he's suggesting us, for all of our customers, to do that.
$1.50 per residence per month, negotiable.
Yeah, he's gonna compile
He's gonna come back
something and give us a formal quote.
Yeah, because I know about a year and a half ago, I spoke with him about it with Stronic Township, who does that, they were paying $1 a customer.
That's a good figure. That's a nice number.
Yeah. So, okay, what else did you?
The other thing was the cell towers, told us to make sure we have enough ordinances so that they could come into the public right away and put a cell tower or aerial on top of a telephone pole or a sign. And we should try to regulate so that we don't end up popping all over the community, towers and cell system, you know.
Did you get some information on that in the way of a packet of information from the presenter?
I'm
or
sure we
something?
can get that from MTA.
Yeah, I wish you get that, pass it on to the planning commission then maybe.
So about we have an ordinance in place, these people can come in all of a sudden and start without, you can't say no, they can start putting these signals on top of
Because they're.
any street sign or anything, or towers. You might have to charge them access for a tower, but they're allowed to do it.
So that doesn't have to be in the road right of ways?
It has to be in the road right away, but
Oh,
the
okay.
power lines are in the road right away for public use. Is what they say. That's why they're telling us to get our ordinances in order.
They say you only need like a stop sign, you can put them now, a beacon up there and prove it. I hate to see all them, you know.
The other thing is in the marijuana.
That's another subject, yeah.
Because when you put a, let's say you had a trailer and you put all the stuff near your fans, all your new electric thing, your plants and everything else, well, there's a lot of fires with those. So what you need is something in your regs that talk about what you can have inside a house.
Yeah, international, something it's called, what do you call it, Julie? International? I
Yeah,
wrote it down.
well-
I got it written down.
The whole thing is moving, as we speak,
It's moving
So-
very quickly, and if you don't have
Yeah.
some of this stuff down,
but they don't have things really nailed down yet, what it's all going to be. But we were already started looking at medical marijuana stuff in there, so.
But that you already can do, because they were talking about recreational marijuana, people growing them in their trailers and their houses,
they have.
and they're overloading their extension cords and that, and burning down places. It's already happening. So they say there's some international, something to do with the fire department or somewhere you update and get ordinances where they're allowed to inspect these places if you know someone growing or something, so there's not a fire hazard.
It's basically fire ordinance or something.
Yeah, you have to adopt the National Fire Code in order for the fire department to do inspections like that.
They said if you
I
don't
think it would have to be something that would be incorporated into the special use permit when they came to the planning commission. I would think that would have to be a stipulation in there that they are to be inspected annually or whatever by.
I don't know if it goes that far.
Yeah,
I
what's
think
that?
it's personal things.
Yeah, this would be somebody that do it in their home, they wouldn't come
Yeah,
for no.
it's not a
no
special
permit to
use,
do it.
it's
Right.
somebody building a house and doing this in their home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a trailer park, 5 trailers burnt down.
Yeah, the
Somebody had-
one went up and the rest of them.
12 heat lamps and that in one strip and burnt down one, and then 5 others went with it or something.
Well, and I know just this afternoon, Larry and I had a discussion about the regulations on both the medical and recreational marijuana, and he said that he was giving me some examples of some of the changes that they're making already to the regulations, and he said it's really a mess in terms of trying to keep up.
You know, you can't
You-
pinpoint it.
Yeah,
It's moving awful fast.
he went to one workshop down in Lansing about, a month ago on that, and he's going to another one, he's got another one scheduled, but he said we were forewarned of this, that they really didn't have things thought out, planned out in advance, and they're kind of, trying to make the rules as they go now.
Well, what's happening is that the state has really accelerated getting everything in line so they can start, so this can happen, so they get the taxes off. So it's moving fast, we have to keep our eye on it. So when we do something, we do it, we know what we're gonna do, we're gonna have to do it right away.
Did
Richard will be involved in.
the governor just get rid of
A
person
commission.
because it wasn't, they weren't moving along fast enough? And,
The big things they were saying is if you don't have ordinances in that place, once they're in, they're in. You can't do the ordinance after.
That's
You have to do it before they do.
So our lawyers should be up on it, I would think.
Because we gotta get him going on it too, and we gotta get a hold of that stuff for the fire department thing.
Okay, Tom, is that it? You got anything else?
Only one thing that came up at our DDA meeting was about possibly discussing getting Richard to do a fee for the whole year, not as used.
Retainer.
Retainer.
Yeah, that,
Well, we did that
George,
one time.
George Taylor works for the city on a retainer, rather than an hourly basis.
We did that one time with the accounting firm. We did a retainer, and then at the end of the year, we settled up. Either they paid us back, or we paid them the difference.
It wasn't a flat year,
No.
right? Okay, so one way or the other, we're gonna pick. Okay. Settled my argument.
Okay, let's go to public comment. Anything, anyone? I'll call it to Adele.
Come on, Del.
Hanging in,
Pardon me?
hanging in.
Good. Okay, Dean, you got anything else? For report tonight, Dale? Nope. Shirley?
Nope.
Tom?
No.